The age-old question, can I have it all? And those living with an illness of any kind know that that question extends far beyond the original context. As many of you know, the goal of this channel has been to encourage those living with illness that they can still live a life that they're proud of by taking you along for the journey as I try and chase a music career while living with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. From hospital beds to festival stages, my life is very chaotic but very fulfilling. And it can be easy to observe all the highlights and assume that it's all going swell. But that couldn't be far from the truth. This year my health has taken a huge hit, and I decided that for this video I want to take you guys along and show you the reality of what I'm living with, and together we can question, can we really have it all? Because I don't know, I'm starting to feel like I can't. Hey lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Amity Gilmour and this is my life. It is so hot today and I'm also just not feeling 100% with my health, but other than that I'm still pushing through. I'm just putting a bunch of snaps on tube pads and whatnot for my next launch, and I have something so exciting to tell you guys about that, specifically about the next launch. But I don't know when I'm gonna say it. Not this launch, the launch after this is gonna be very exciting. That's all I'm gonna say. Tonight I've got a party that I'm going to. It's a pool party. It's the first time since I was able to hang in the pool since getting cellulitis, which I don't think I actually told you guys about the whole cellulitis thing because I wasn't filming. But basically, I think I told you guys that, actually what have I told you guys? Actually, the last time I did a vlog was a while ago because I just haven't been well enough to do a vlog. So yes, I do apologize for that. I did some music and stuff in between. But first on the CT, they caught that I'm getting lack of blood flow to my brain in two parts of my brain. I think it was the left temporal lobe and the right frontal or something like that. They don't know why, but when they put the tracer in, that's what they saw. And then they put me on aspirin to thin my blood, and then I had a reaction to aspirin, and so I ended up not being able to eat without severe pain straight away. So then I went and got checked out. They told me keep an eye on it, if anything happens go to hospital, and then it just got worse, so I decided to go to urgent care first because I didn't want to go to hospital, and urgent care was like, you need to go to hospital, to emergency, and then I was like, I don't want to, so they talked to the gastro team, my gastro team at the hospital, and then they were like, we need to see her, she needs to come in. So I came in, and then they also caught that, so first they're like, you're having a reaction to aspirin, and secondly, I have cellulitis, and they had told me, do you know how this could have happened? And I was like, I don't know, I didn't even know I had cellulitis. They just saw it. I did let them know though that I was like, well, I jumped off a cliff and was swimming in a river, and they're like, that would do it. So their actual words were like, I don't want to stop you from having your fun, but next time cover up. That was literally all they said. So that whole story, I'm now going swimming for the first time since a while. So it has been a wild, crazy ride since I last picked up the camera to vlog, hence why I haven't vlogged. It's just been so stressful. Morning lovelies, I'm out of the house. I have an appointment later this afternoon, but oh gosh, I just need to get out for the day. So I'm making my way to Kmart because there is a shirt I'm picking up for a party on the weekend, 2000s themed. Alright, bye. For anyone who's in Australia and loves Boost Juice, they have a thing on their app where you can like answer a question of the day. It's usually to do with pop culture, and if you get the question right, you get money off of your Boost drink if you order on the app. And this is not sponsored, by the way. I'm not sponsored by anyone, but it's just something I thought I'd let you know because I love Boost Juice, and if you love Boost Juice too. And a lot of people here can only have liquids and fluids, so if you're looking for a drink that you can have for a little bit cheaper then get the boost juice app with the Vibe and also Vibe points, 9 drinks, and your 10th drink is free. So highly recommend. Hey, so I'm at the park that I am always at before or after my appointments at the hospital here. I've stopped coming to the park after appointments. It used to be a nice little thing where it was like go to the cafe, get a coffee and sit in the park. But now I'm here every week, multiple times a week having appointments. So it's no longer a thing where it's like, oh, it's just the once-off thing, let's make something nice out of it. Anyway, it is raining at the moment. You cannot see it, maybe you can, I don't know, but it's not raining, it's sprinkling. But it actually feels really nice because it's so hot. On the agenda to talk to my gastro today. There are a few things we really need to talk about. Number one is these TIAs that I'm having. Yes, it's not a gastro issue, but I need to talk to him and just double check that it's not medication induced. One of my meds that I'm on for my gastrointestinal tract. So just double checking that. Also, there is a surgery that I'm on the waiting list. There is a huge ant on my, it's gone. There was an ant on my camera. There is a surgery that I'm on the waiting list to get in June, but I just want to double check with him if this is the right way to go, because I get pseudo obstructions, but I feel like I'm not at the stage where I'm getting intestinal failure. So my kind of thing is like, I feel like I'm not at intestinal failure yet, so I'd rather just hold off on what this surgery, which is like the Chate tube. It's another tube but for irrigation, but also the cost of everything to set it up and how expensive everything already is. So I guess what I'm trying to say, oh, I'm so tired. I really need to be back in bed. What I'm trying to say is I want to ask him if it's really necessary at this point, or whether I should just take myself off the waiting list and maybe wait a little bit longer, and like if I never have to get it, that would be the ideal circumstance. But I don't know, because my pseudo obstructions aren't so, like, I've had very few of them, I feel like it's not really something that I should really be looking into yet. I just don't want to jump the gun, and I guess that's kind of why I want to talk to him about it and get his opinion, his honest opinion on whether or not it's actually a measure I should take or whether I should hold back for a little bit. So they're the two things I need to talk about. Bye. Hey! Last time I talked to you guys, I was at the hospital. By the way, check out these cute jammies. So I had my appointment. I asked the questions. So first thing was like about the tube issue, which I don't know if I brought that up, that I had to ask, but I realized I had to ask about it. And we're getting that sorted. In regards to like these episodes I'm having, and yes, I'm having a Slurpee. So I'm gonna put that there. I'll pop you there. So basically, I went to the appointment, and in terms of the TIAs that I'm having, I double checked to see if it was medication induced. He was like, no, definitely not. And he was like, definitely not any of the medications that I've put you on, but probably not medication. And he kind of like looked at my CT results and was like, oh my goodness. I was like, okay. Also, in terms of the Chate tube, he said stay on the list just in case something changes in between then and now, because getting a Chate tube is like a year's wait. So like if something happens in between, stay on the list, and if it gets to the point where like you're at the top of the list and you need more time, then you can like work it out from there. Tomorrow we see the cardio. I'm hoping we can work things out. Morning. We meet again like this, leaving because I have to go to cardio, so let's go. Salute. Hey, I'm in Newtown, which if you know much about Sydney, then you'll know Newtown and what they call arty farty. There's a plane up there, it's really loud. I just saw the cardio, and in terms of like everything that's been happening, it really needs to be looked at from a neurological standpoint, so I need to see the neurologist sooner, so I gotta try and organize that, which I just hate bringing up and asking, hey, can I get in sooner? But I don't know, who knows, but neurology is something I've never had to deal with before, and it's kind of annoying that I have to deal with another thing. Really funny, I walked in, I was like, so you know how like you told me that there was something wrong with my eyes and I didn't believe you? And he's like, you didn't believe me? And I was like, well, there definitely is something wrong with my eyes. Showed him the eye report, and he's like, he was laughing, he was kind of like, oh, didn't believe me, so to find someone else to believe. But I was like, no, it wasn't the fact that I didn't believe you, it was just that I didn't think I had anything wrong because, I don't know, I didn't want glasses, which by the way, glasses look beautiful on other people. But for me, sometimes, I don't know if glasses suit me. There are times where I've got these blue light glasses and they suit me really well, but I feel like that type of glasses, blue light, doesn't look the same as actual prescription glasses. Plus glasses are expensive, that's another expense. But anyway, I actually don't need glasses. Well, I do, but I don't. The eye doctor was like, we're not going to give you glasses because you actually need to like get the corners sorted because it's obviously a neurological or something or other. So anyway, I gotta get into the neurologist. I gotta go. Bye. Hey, I am back at home packing orders because I've just had so many orders. Basically, I didn't vlog anything in between when I last talked to you after the cardio appointment and then to now because I actually went and hung out with some friends. We went to the Botanical Gardens and went to a cafe there, had some time together. I'm so tired right now. So I'm packing orders in my bed with the bed table I got from Kmart. It's actually not a bed table, but I use it as one. I'm pretty sure it's like a dishwashing, drying rack. But I have a problem. I ran out of like these bags that I use. I've ordered some. They're on their way. But until then, because I'm just selling really quickly, I'm going to have to leave the very few I have for international orders because it's more important that these get put on international orders than it does domestic, because domestic goes in its separate little thing. This is how I get it cheaper, whereas international actually has the sticker on the back, which I won't show you. I just feel bad that I'm just sticking this into just the envelope, so I'll put a thank you sticker on it. This one is actually going not that far from me. I could have literally dropped it into the mailbox, but that would be a little weird, not gonna lie. I was literally in this suburb today. Something that is a cool experience to know that my orders are going all over Australia and the world as well. That other order here is going to the US. It's going to Tennessee. So that's crazy that this order is going to Tennessee. Aww, her name's Autumn. That's such a lovely name. I love that. I am super excited about the way my business is going because it really is growing a lot. By the way, I do have a separate YouTube channel for my business if you guys are interested to see like reels to do with my business. I'll link it up there. It's something that I'll never get used to, the fact that my business is actually growing. All the orders are packed now, so I'm just gonna chill. Hey, as you can see, I've currently got a lot of packing I'm doing because I don't think I've made it clear, but I'm moving. I'm downsizing and I'm moving this month. So I'm just packing my trinkets. I've got these little trinkets and stuff. Anyway, so I've got that. By the way, check out this bookmark. This was a gift. I like it a lot. It's got a little leaf on the background. Hello. Anyway, so I'm moving this month and I haven't really told you, but today has been a big emotional roller coaster. I went to the doctors today and basically found out that I'm having cerebral hypoperfusion perfusion or hypoperfusion something or other, where I'm getting not enough blood flow to my brain, and we don't know why that's the case. But for a 24-year-old, it's very unlikely for that to happen. And if it does happen, it's most likely due to vascular complications. So that's not fun. So I found that out today and then was like, whatever. I already had heard about it. They were like discussing it, but from my understanding, they were discussing it as a thing of, oh, this might be happening, but we don't know for sure. It's one of the things that could be happening. That's what I was thinking, but then the report that my GP got says that that is actually what they found and that is what is happening. That went from like, oh, this is something that might be happening to this is something that is definitely happening. And then also, I think from my understanding, that means that I may not be actually having TIAs, and that we may have, so my thought was that it was a TIA and that's why they've put me on aspirin, but it turns out it may not actually be a TIA, and the reason I may have been put on aspirin may have had more to do with the, I guess, vascular causes of whatever this thing is. So it's very stressful. I was going to see a neurologist a while back that was going to get me in sooner, but then all my doctors have been like, no, see this other neurologist, so I'm going to go see them. I have an appointment in March, and so I was in tears. Today has been very stressful. Also, it's just information overload. I'm getting way too much information and I just cannot deal with that amount of information. It's just too much for one person at the moment. But I've got a whole bunch of boxes, as you can see, so I'm attempting to pack a few things. And then something else that's happening is I have a friend who's coming over this afternoon. We're doing an interview. She's a journalist, so she's done a piece on my last release. She did that for a magazine back at my hometown, so we're getting this published about my next release, my next song. Hello, say hello. Hi. I have a journalist who's broken into my house to talk to me. I'm so scared. She's gonna find out my deepest secrets, like I've got a teddy and how old am I? Why am I asking you?
It's not in the frame.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Hello.
No, the teddy's not in the...
This is chaos. That's okay. Alright, so we just did an interview and my house is a mess right now, which is why we're here, because it's actually, believe it or not, the least messiest part. Okay, bye. See ya. Hey, so my room is an absolute dumpster fire and I'm just packing things into boxes. I've started packing now and I've got a friend over and she's helping me. She's just gone out the back to get some stuff, but hey lovelies, it is Monday and the last clip you saw was on Saturday. We had a worship night at a farm. It was such a beautiful night. I got asked to come along and sing to help, I guess, lead it a little bit, which was super cool. It was so beautiful. Everyone just around singing, everything. Today I'm not feeling the best. It's Monday, as you probably saw, and last night I went to church and it was just such a struggle because I was up and down, literally, vertically, horizontally, all that, because this whole issue, I feel like I'm gonna faint and everything, and I'm not getting the right blood to my brain, which is sad. It's really starting to affect everything I'm doing. There's another thing that I do that I usually was able to do last year that started back this year, and I went to the first night of it for the year and I just had to go up and down between laying down and then doing stuff. And then today I woke up and I started losing vision. I started getting muscle twitches and then I felt like I was gonna pass out. I felt like I was gonna throw up, so I got to my bed, laid down, and then next thing I know, that was 9 o'clock, and next thing I know it was 10 o'clock. Did I sleep? Did I pass out? Did I do both? I don't know. But anyway, I'm just chilling today. Hey everyone, I am like so pooped right now. I went out to get a whole bunch of boxes. Still in the process of moving. Got a friend coming over tonight. We're gonna just pack and hang out. I'm just really struggling, and I'm like, where can I put this camera that's actually gonna wait, pop you guys there. I just wanted to, I guess, get something out there that I really wanted to talk about. The whole, I guess, thing around my channel. An illness is not game over, and you can still pursue things you love. You just have to adapt in order to do those things. And I just want to talk about that for a second, because I still believe it. I think what I'm figuring out and finding out at the moment is that to say that an illness doesn't actually limit me at all is completely false. Because as much as I'd love to be fully positive and say, actually, guess what? My illness doesn't limit me at all. I can still do this, this, and this. I just want to make it clear that that's not the case. And I push very hard to be able to do the things I do. I do a lot of stuff. And I think the reason I just want to talk to you guys at the moment is because more and more I am realizing that it's really difficult. I still believe in adapting in order to be able to keep going. But what I'm finding is as things get worse, I'm struggling a lot. Weeks become harder, days become harder. Last year, I was able to do certain things that I'm not able to do this year. And last year, I wasn't able to do certain things that I was able to do the year before. So my condition does limit me. I don't want to say it doesn't, because it does. And I think I'm coming to terms with realizing that more and more. I still want to push for what I believe in and what I really want to do. But it is getting to a point now where I have to understand that I'm gonna have to take breaks. And I'm starting to question my own beliefs in terms of being able to keep going. I guess I just want to put this out there in real time, because I feel like I don't want to be fake, and I don't want to the whole time be like, no, like, you can do it if you put your mind to it, cringe stuff. But I just want to be honest and let you guys in real time that I am struggling. I am struggling to get a YouTube video out. I am struggling to leave my house. Even when I'm with someone else and not relying on public transport, even then. This last week has been so rough. I have been unable to function as a human. I feel like I have to be in my bed so much. I'm supposed to be moving, and we know what the issue is now. We know that I'm not getting enough blood flow to my brain. But is this something we can fix? That's a question I have. And also, and you have an illness, you'll know by now that there are a lot of illnesses out there that just cannot be fixed and have no cure. They can be treated, but there are so many of them that just can't. And that sucks, because this is taking my life away. And it's gone to a point where it's like, if I'm not saying this is going to happen, because I know nothing medically about how this works, but I'm saying that figuratively, if I was to be given the choice to have a very dangerous surgery to fix this, or just leave it and deal with it, I would go for the dangerous surgery, because it is impacting my life so much, and I don't like playing it safe all the time. I hate that. I really don't want to be limited in the way that I am at the moment. I am so limited, and I just feel like I need to come out and say that, because so much of the time I'm always sharing that I can still do things, and I still can, but there is so much I can't do. And I think this is proof. This whole video has just been a bit of a struggle the whole time. I don't know if you can see that in this video, but I've been making this video for a month now, and I'm hoping you guys can see and realize what's actually happening, and you can realize that this is not good. This is awful, and things are getting worse, and I just want it sorted. I don't see the neuro for a couple of weeks, and I just really want to get in ASAP so we can figure something out and fix it. And that's always been my thing. Every single time I'm diagnosed with a new illness, it's let's fix it. But every single time, there's no cure. Apart from a few times. There was a few things that developed where it was a quick fix. Simple things like infections, or when I had cyclic vomiting syndrome. Ever since I started taking amitriptyline, not an issue at all. So, anyway, I don't really have much else to say. I thought I would just share this with you because it's real, and yeah. Bye guys. Hey lovelies, it is the next morning. I can't believe I've been making this video now for a month just because I haven't had the motivation to make a video, so I've just been filming little bits and pieces here and there. Last night I was very unwell, and so today I've been doing embroidery while watching YouTube, and now I'm doing some editing, and I've decided to wrap up this video. And then also on top of that, I've been in touch with the journalist, or my friend. I say the journalist because it sounds like official, but it's basically just my friend who's also a journalist, who is, I guess, doing all of the journalism for my music. We've been finalizing an article that she's doing on my next release, so we've just been texting back and forth and checking that everything's all good and ready to go and be released to the article, or the news outlet that is going to be taking on the article, which is super exciting. I can't wait. This is probably the biggest article I've done, which is very exciting. Do keep an eye out for that release though, because I am so keen to share it with you guys. Other than that, I'm just resting. I might do some packing later. I've got boxes still everywhere. I guess what I want to say is, if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and if you liked it even more, don't forget to click that subscribe button. You can also follow me over my Instagram at Gilmour. Until next time, love you guys. God bless. I've been waiting on a miracle, but ain't it something cynical? I've been told the pain is on me, but what if pain is just a part of life and not as me because it's right? But yeah, go say I just need the faith.